Right, so we are on the first episode of the Adventures of Insert Name Group Name here. Uh,
Warping instigators of nebular disasters.
sure, we'll put a pin in that.
Hmm.
We're doing a scum and villainy game now. None of us have ever played this before, so this is going to be very interesting to try out. But the first session is going to be a job, a train job. So basically, you're running a train. Um, that's sort of
Hey,
a futuristic version of this. So,
wait, we're not fixing the train.
Oh, that's my job.
oh yeah.
Okay, cool.
Or we
So,
can do like in. Yeah, sorry.
oh no, go ahead.
Yeah, I was saying like we can also dismantle the train like in the last game, so we can sell the parts to,
So
the guys.
Oh yeah, right. Your other cousin.
Yeah.
Good old space cousins.
Space puzzle, yeah.
Space Posse. Yeah. So you guys will have heard over the net link about a job posting by the infamous Mr. Vladislav. So this gentleman is a space baron who has carved out his own personal territory above one of the moves of the planet that you guys are on. He owns and operates a previously derelict docking station, and he has hired mercenaries as personal guards, and this space station acts as a hub for exchanging illicit goods and services to other less reputable folk. He has asked you guys if you would be interested in procuring some crates off of a hegemony train bound for a nearby mining settlement. So you took a look at the cred. The cred's really good. It's going to be 4, so it's a small job, but it'll definitely keep you in the air after you get this money to keep your ship running, and have a little extra to spend if you need to after. So you guys, before we start, I'll get you guys to introduce your characters first, just for posterity. So we'll start with Spike.
Oh, yes. Well, I'm a muscle. Hang on, let's get me. Save changes. I was off my character sheet. Sorry. That's the ship character sheet. I don't want that one. Oh, is that one? Oh, come on. What open?
Technical difficulties. Please stand by.
Yeah. Oh, that would explain it. Right. Okay. Yeah, I'm a bounty hunter. No, I'm not. I'm a muscle spacer born on a space station. I'm male, red hair, wear a faded, rather nondescript uniform, 80s hair, kind of bits of smart and bits of disheveled at the same time. Like I used to be smart, but I'm not quite keeping up with it anymore.
Okay. Yeah. Cool.
And when we are having downtime, I tend to drink rather more than I should.
It's a good hobby to have, especially in space.
Yeah, well, not really. He drink. He obviously drinks to excess for a reason.
Okay, cool. And then next up, Leonardo.
Yeah, so he's a space engineer or a sort of it. He works on hacking, fixing his ships, devices, gadgets, things like that. He has a very relatively large family, and they are very well tight knit and experienced in certain you can call it family business. But he also currently he is a bit in not good relations with them, so he works as a mechanic for this crew. He dresses in relatively opulent but a bit ragged clothes. Those would be like high imperial officials, but the his that he has are pretty, old and have holes in them and stuff like that. And he enjoys fine things in life, like drinking wine, drugs, art, stuff like that in his free time. But he's pretty much carefree and likes doing his job. Also, he has a duck. That's pretty smart. He
Right.
calls him Cesare.
The duck.
Oh yeah, the
I
duck.
forgot about that.
And he usually talks with the duck when he works on his, machines and stuff. Apparently, the duck is a brilliant genius that's far smarter than anybody in the universe, but the duck never shows that. Only quacks.
Okay,
wanna
so
brag
only
or
you
anything.
understand the duck. Everybody else.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. So it's not wearing like a translator helmet or anything. It's just
Nah.
like quacks, and you're like, oh, that's a good point, Cesare. I should have thought of that.
Well said, Cesare.
Yeah.
Quack.
Is he a real duck or is he a colour copy?
Yeah, a duck.
It's really Leonardo.
Oh. You could have had the whole space madness thing going of only you see Cesare.
Yeah, exactly. An eldritch horror in the duck.
Do you think
Oh,
we should
no,
read it?
we don't need more Eldritch Horror here.
Wait, we already have some.
This is a Smex game. Of course there's going to be Eldritch Horror.
Yeah, I forgot that one. You're correct.
It's like the theme.
You can't
Yeah.
escape the squiddy monsters, and now we're in space, so now I can introduce way more squiddy monsters.
Oh, great.
You're right. Fuck it.
A light
That means
modem.
I know the basis of my character then.
One of them's gonna be in like a brothel. You're like, oh hey, Cthulhu, nice to meet you.
Again.
Again. He's like, why
Oh,
are you
God,
on a
it's gonna
first
be
name
the-
basis with that squiddy monster lady? He's like, no reason. Don't worry about it. Considering like your vice is pleasure, this is gonna go well.
Yeah.
And I love your alias, Pasta Masta. That's good.
Yeah. Well, he calls every code of his spaghetti code, so you know.
Got it.
Eh.
All right. So next up, Silas West.
Alright, cool. I forgot about the whole alias thing, so we're just gonna go with
Danger
Silas
Zone.
for now.
Okay.
I'm not going Danger Zone.
Leonardo
I'm
is copying
pilot,
it.
goddammit, but I'm not falling for that stereotype. Silas, middle-aged male, I'd say darker hair. I'm still looking for a picture, but fuck it, we're just gonna go with. If anybody knows Isaac Clarke from Dead Space, we're not gonna beat around the bush. We'll go with that.
Cool. So you have like the distant, just like gaze that you just like look off into the distance, and it's like, are you okay?
Yeah, we'll go with that. Sure.
Just looking for.
You
my
said there's gonna be
waifus.
Eldritch Abomination, so I gotta run it like. Dead Space.
Yeah. Oh my God, are we doing the Morgat thing where you're actually looking for your wife and you think she's still alive?
Oh god, we could.
No, not again.
Again. That, it's the same thing that's gonna happen again.
This is why I have fucking 2 in scrap.
Yeah.
Alright, but yeah, we'll just go with that. Yeah, Imperial Heritage, but he just keeps that relatively quiet considering the company he keeps out in this outer kind of rim area. Yeah. Shoot, anything else I need to bring up?
Well, it says your vice is faith. Maybe elaborate a little bit more on that. What does that mean exactly?
You know, shit hits the fan. He's a faithful guy.
Oh, okay. So we're talking space Catholic, space, space Protestant,
Space Orthodox.
space
I
Orthodox.
was thinking of out of character. I'm just gonna rip off 40k and say Emperor of Mankind. In character, I don't know how to
Perfect.
run that yet.
Yeah.
Alright.
There is.
I found
So just some out of universe faith that he only clings to, but nobody else really knows about.
That's
He's
So,
got a
give us some
state.
routine.
Here's Sam routine. Yeah, we'll go with that.
goddamn hippie. I found a picture.
You're getting spaced for.
on the. I'll put it on the chat.
All
the
praise
Vengeance,
to Omna Messiah.
Oh, yeah.
You
Who's
will
Omna
beg
Messiah?
my kind
Don't worry
for
about it.
salvation, but I am already saved. Wow, boy.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
going to be interesting.
We'll run that.
All right, so we also have someone who was a mystic. Unfortunately, they could not make it today, but hopefully they'll be able to join the next session. So we'll introduce her character then. But yeah, so to start, you guys are going to head straight towards the space station on the nearest moon of the planet that you guys are on. So you start by docking at the station to see what exactly is on offer, because this is, as I've previously mentioned, it's a hub for illicit goods and services that are more or less just illegal in the entire universe, but could be worth checking out if you're interested. So when you enter through the airlock,
Beautiful.
you are meted with the sights, sounds, and smells of every sort of debauchery you can think of. There are black market guns and equipment on offer, all very illegal and outside your price range. You see a group of rough-looking mercs haggling over the price of guns. Off to the side, you see a neon sign beckoning those to try their luck at a casino strip club called the Lucky Pussycat. And there are a pair of men just standing outside an alleyway, dressed as what looks like to be surgeons or doctors selling organs out of a cooler. Finally,
Mamma
you make your
mia.
way to a quieter end of the station and knock on an ironclad door. The slot on the door slides open to reveal a set of bloodshot brown eyes. And in a raspy voice, it asks, "Business or pleasure?" You tell the man that you're here for a job offer. The opening slot then slams shut and the door opens. The man leads you past several rooms where you see either drop heads passed out on dirty mattresses, or behind the ratty curtains you hear the sounds of people in the throes of a passionate monetary transaction. At the end of the hall, another door opens. First, you notice the smell of sweat and blood in the air. The room feels warm and humid, and the man in front of you, hanging with his arms chained up towards the ceiling, looks like he's enjoying this form of spa treatment. He isn't wearing much except for a pair of black boxers, and he is covered in deep lacerations and burn marks. Next to the beaten and bloodied man is a shorter and much older balding man, dressed in a suit and wearing black gloves holding a scalpel. When he hears the door open, he turns to you, his small round spectacles glinting in the dim light. A smile comes over his face, his arms open wide as if greeting a grandchild he hasn't seen in years. The man's mood is cheery and jovial, a stark contrast to the scene before you. He bids you to come sit and gestures towards a table with several chairs. The man then turns, takes off his medical gloves before joining you at the table, sitting in front of a tea set and pouring himself a cup. Sometimes my work can be exhausting, but it is important to make time for the small things, yes? Oh, where are my manners? Would you like some tea?
Absolutely. I mean, these sorts of things are an acquired taste, to be honest. Not my cup of tea, but this one might be. Sure.
This guy who's hanging by his arms.
Yeah, there's like a chain from the ceiling, and the chain is just like clasped to his arms. He's just hanging. His feet are like maybe about like an inch or two off the ground on his tippy toes.
Did you say he was enjoying it or not enjoying it?
Oh no, he is definitely not enjoying this the spa.
He's
treatment.
definitely not enjoying it. Right. Okay. Right. Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to keep an eye on the guy that's dangling.
Cool. So he will pour you a cup, Leonardo, and he will ask if anybody else wants some tea.
I will nod.
Okay. Yep, he'll pour you one as
Yeah.
well.
Slightly dumbfounded fashion.
And does
I'll pass on the offer, but thank you.
no tea. Okay, yeah. So he pours 2 cups and puts them in front of you. He also puts in front of you a small saucer with some what looks to be cream and a bowl of just like cubes of sugar.
Yeah, Leonardo will just delicately put some cream on it, like to make a beautiful shape of a duck, and just slight amount of sugar.
Okay. So obviously, this is he introduces himself as Mr. Vladislav, and he will say that he noticed that you were interested in taking the job that he's offering. So he basically tells you that there are several containers that he wishes to procure on a train heading towards a mining town. The goods will be in the rear car, and it's a fairly small train. There's only about 4 cars. So you got the front car, you got 2 passenger cars, and you've got the cargo. He will say that he already has purchased 2 tickets for the train for 2 of you to get on the train as passengers. The idea is to fly your ship over the cargo car and drop a winch down through the roof of the cargo car and attach the winch to the basically the boxes that he wants you to steal. The cargo is going to be very heavy, so the people who are on the train acting as passengers will not be able to exit out of the train through the winch carrying the cargo. You just wait for you guys to reach your destination, get off the train, and then your pilot, whoever's piloting, will provide you a transportation to a spot where his men will be waiting with payment, and you will just give them the cargo, and they will pay you. So, Vladislav says he will give you 2 credit now, and 2 credit when the job's complete.
Okay.
I'll let Silas and Spike seal the deal. I'm just gonna slowly drink the tea.
Okay. He asks if you guys have any questions about that.
So remind me, what specifically, like what crates specifically are we snagging? Are they going to be labeled in a certain way? Or...
They will be marked as hegemonic medical supplies. It will be very obvious which crates to take.
And then do we have a head count of how many we're snagging?
2 large crates. Should be enough for your ship to carry on the winch.
Gotcha. Out of character, we have a wedge.
Will
for
there
the,
be any, if it's a hegemonic crate, will there be any kind of escort for them?
He doesn't suspect anybody is going to be on. It's just going to be passengers.
Okay.
It's a mining colony. He doesn't expect any soldiers to be on board at all. It's just going to be people going to and from work.
Is it possible to open the top of the car to let the winch through?
Yes, there's an opening up the top above each and every car.
That has cargo, right?
Yeah.
So there's a cargo entrance.
Yeah. It's basically like how they place the cargo in. They have a top roof that just like slides open, and then they drop the cargo in from above.
Okay. So we're going to need 1 person flying, and one person is going to have to be on the winch to get it through the thing. And there's only 3 of us. So only one of us is going to be on the train, I think.
Well,
I can be on a train.
You won't
At least
need-
2 of us are going to be on the train.
Yeah, you won't need someone
I
to
think-
drop the winch down. You can do it from the ship as a pilot. So you just open up your bay doors, and then the winch will drop out straight down. You just have to steady your ship. And the 2 people who are passengers can open up the top of the roof and guide the winch down.
Yeah, of course, I built that in the ship. Why don't you remember?
I remember how much it cost us.
Well, we're dirt poor.
Yeah. Can we get a map of the train route so we can plan out where exactly we should stop by?
He will provide you a basically what looks to be like a train schedule.
Wait, do we have space internet as one
Yeah,
of the
you got it.
modification things?
Yeah,
Oh,
we got
nice.
space Netflix. Space Netflix.
Yeah. Space flicks.
Wait, where's that written? Not in the ship sheet.
Should be on the ship
Should be
sheet.
on the ship
Yeah,
sheet.
Nexus link is checked, so we can go on the internet.
Yeah, I'm looking for it. We have
For communication
dark
and
hyperspace.
find jobs.
Yeah, and smuggler, but I can't seem to find it.
Left side, below.
Oh, no, hall. Oh yeah, I see. Yeah, we do.
Yep.
We can look up the timetable, for example, and see where it
Yeah.
goes.
You'll be able to track it.
Magnifico.
And
So I
obviously
can
you
go
wanna
on the
make
ship.
Sure that the ship and the cargo are nowhere to be seen before they reach the destination. That's kind of the idea. It's a little suspicious to have
So
a
it's a
big
stealth
ship
smuggling.
flying over a train as they pull into a station.
Oh yeah, we want this to be in one of the, I don't know, outer areas wherever the route's going.
Yeah. So do you have any other questions for him before you guys head out?
And then he gave us the location he wants us to drop the crates off at, right?
Yeah, he'll provide you the location to meet his men.
Okay. I can't think of anything extra. Just simple job. Go in, grab crates, leave.
What I was thinking is that I go in, hack in the systems that ensure that we can open it from inside. You send down the hook, take the things we need, we fly off. I continue traveling in the train, unless they catch me. But that's why I have my friend Spike here with me.
I was gonna say, yeah. If anything, you got Spike with you. It should be fine.
Yeah,
Mm.
I only carry hacking equipment. Maybe blaster pistol just in case, but... Actually, I'll take my pet with me. Cesare knows how it works properly, especially their shitty spaghetti code.
Okay.
And then we can think up the details later on our own. But for now, that should be all the questions that we got.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. So before you guys leave, he will say one more thing. You know what is reputation? Is people talking? Is gossip? I also have a reputation. It's not so pleasant, I think you can tell. You see this man, and he points to the guy in the center. He does not do the job. I show you what I do with him, and now for you, my reputation is fact. Is solid. You do train job for me, then you are solid. Understand?
Sinceramente, signore, of course we do. It's how we do the job, Warping instigators of nebular disasters. He gives him a smile, wide one.
We're not sure if that's our actual motto yet.
When you think of the better one, we can adopt it.
Yeah.
I think the motto will be "Trust the duck."
Trust the
That's
duck
right.
is actually pretty solid.
Yeah, I agree.
But yeah, gotcha. Do the job or we get a lovely spot treatment. Understood.
Mm.
Okay, so yeah, you guys head back out. Is there anything you guys want to do before you leave? Maybe check out the local talents, do some window shopping.
Leonardo just gonna comment that maybe he died in This Is Paradise, but nothing else.
Okay.
I do the comical thing where I open up a coin purse and a little space fly flies out of it to indicate we have no money.
The last thing you want is space ants. That's for sure.
Exactly.
Oh,
Gotta
yeah.
get that stuff out while we're on land.
Yeah.
Space bugs eating your cables.
Nope.
No,
Those
Cesare
space
eats them,
termites
don't
are
worry.
the worst.
Hmm.
Is that why the lights went out?
Yeah, they flicker on and off ever so often.
Oh no, I'm saying because Cesare was biting the wire.
No, he was biting the ants. But you might know he might have missed time or two.
Okay.
Oh.
So you guys will head back to your ship. You will take off and head towards the mining colony. Well, actually, not towards mining colony, but like just before it. You will. So Silas will drop off the other two. So Spike and Leonardo, you guys will get off the ship with your train tickets, and you will board the ship, or you will board the train. As you get onto the train, you notice a handful of uniformed hegemonic soldiers with sort of like their military backpacks, like their sacks, like the giant military sacks, start loading onto the side of one of the cargo trains.
Yeah, of course they do.
So, unfortunately, it looks like the idea that maybe there won't be any soldiers on this ride is actually incorrect. So, I will move you over to the train part here.
I'll be lightly loaded.
So you
For
guys
this one.
will get on the first train that you see here. I'll just drag your icons in like so.
God, they're huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll try and make one for this.
Yeah. You should be able to move them around. Yeah. Represents this character. Cool. So,
I'll move my character.
you guys are on the first car. There are 4 cars total. So the first car is just like the common passenger car. The car in the front is the one that is driving. So you've got the pilot and their 2 assistants. And then 1 passenger car behind you. And then the last car, obviously the cargo hold, where you will need to go.
Right. I can't move my character. Yeah, you have to go in and do something to it. I don't remember what it is now.
Represents. Here we go. That's what we want.
Yeah.
Spike, save. Represents.
Hey, I can move you now.
Good. Okay, yeah.
I can move mine.
Yeah, you can move yours too. Good, cool. Alright, so yeah, it's a little crowded in this 1 passenger car. You look to the front of you and you see 2 hegemonic soldiers standing guard in the front. It looks like they're just keeping people from going into the one that is controlling the train. And you look around and you see like a combination of people who are like miners and just like regular passengers, a woman with a couple of screaming kids, trying to calm them down with just like some rations that she has in her like backpack. A few people wearing some masks. Because the atmosphere in this area is can be very polluted, you see a lot of people using rebreathers just to kind of like filter out all the pollution and the thick smog that's in this area. It doesn't seem like the healthiest place to live, to be honest.
No, it looks like we should have brought some rebreathers with us.
So what do you guys want to do first?
So these places have seats, right? Or we're just standing
Oh,
around?
you're just standing holding on to like whatever you can hold on to keep from getting jostled around.
Start moving down the train.
Yeah, I'll tell Spike I'm gonna look around and see if there is any like port in to plug in my rig.
Oh, so like a USB port?
Yeah. Or something similar to space USB port.
Yeah, so space USB ports, yes.
Or space Wi-Fi, anything like I can connect on.
So you turn on your apparatus, we'll call it whatever it is, and you see that they do have space Wi-Fi, but the space Wi-Fi is not public. It's locked behind a password. You kind of look around to see if anybody else is using it, and you see a sign that's written in multiple different languages, basically saying that public Wi-Fi is available for 3 credits.
3 credits? Bloody hell.
Well, this
Bloody
is different from cred. Cred is over.
Right.
Like credits is like $3.
So yeah, I'm gonna just sniggle around, and this person's a girl, right? On her,
Yes.
it
Yeah,
looks like she's using a laptop
she's
or
using
something.
like a tablet, basically, and she's like just going through like the news cycle of the day and just like reading the newspaper, basically.
He's gonna kindly come around here and smile, wildly and say, "Buongiorno, signorina." He's gonna bow down and try to kiss her hand.
Oh, she will not let that happen, and she will speak in an odd language that you've never heard of before.
Excuse me, perchance could you, I'm a bit. I need to talk to my family. Can you just tell me the password of this, Wi-Fi?
So try that. Let's see. I think there might be like a roll that you can do to try and convince her. I believe.
Probably Sway. I don't know.
Yeah, let's go with that. Let's go with a sway. I will tell you ahead of time that this is going to be a controlled action. So
Okay.
the way you would do this is if you use sway, you have 1 point in that, so you get 1 dice. So 1d6.
Okay.
You roll a 1d6. You click on. I believe you can just click on your sway, to be honest, and it will roll it for you.
Smax, did I screw up anything because I can't see my character sheet?
Oh. I can see it. Let's see.
I need to refresh this.
Yeah, maybe try refreshing. Yeah, you can edit and control it yourself, so you should be able to see your character sheet.
Yeah, I'm reloading, so I'll open it up the moment I. Yep, works. Okay, so what do I press here?
So you go to your sway, you click on sway, and that should automatically roll it for you.
Oh, yeah, I see. Okay, so
And then
it's
you're
not
gonna
risk, it's
choose-
controlled.
You're gonna choose controlled as the roll. Yeah.
Okay, and the effect would be
So effect.
standard, limited, great, or extreme.
This
Probably.
would be standard.
Okay. Bonus dice only 1.
Yeah, so you can choose to push yourself by taking 2 stress, or Devil's Bargain, or you can use one
No.
of the 2 gambits that you're allowed to use per game.
Oh, those are the bonus dice. Okay, no, I'm gonna
You're
raw.
just gonna just
roll
roll
it.
regular one, no bonus.
Yeah.
Okay. 1. Sway, control, standard. Okay.
Oh shit.
You got it. Okay. So the woman pulls away from you rather violently, and she yells out in a foreign language and tries to like wave down one of the guards and finds she's like, and one of the guards just starts pushing past the passengers, just like, oh god, what is it? And he, is there anything you want to do, Spike, before the guard gets to him, or?
I'm just going to move this way. As if he's herding me towards the back of the car.
Oh, okay, yeah. So he's just gonna push past the passengers, like, what seems to be the problem? And the woman's just like pointing at you, Leonardo, and pointing down to her tablet and yelling. He's like, all right, leave this lady alone, man, okay? I don't get paid enough to deal with these squabbles. Move along.
Don't worry, signore. It's my fault. I could not understand what she was saying. It will not happen again. He's gonna move a bit backward.
Yeah, and he makes his way back to the front of the thing.
I'm going to keep moving this
And
way.
the woman moves, like, past you next to, like, this guy here. She's just, like, not dealing with her shit.
Is there a window in the back of the...
Yeah, so you look through the window and you see the exterior window, but it's frosted up right now, so you can't see past it.
Okay. Is there a door?
Yep, there's a door.
Open the door.
Okay, you open the door. It's very windy. It's very shaky. So you probably will need to make a roll to get across this. I will make it a controlled roll as well.
Okay, I'll click the speak sheet again. So, presumably this will be a scramble?
Yes.
Get onto there. Scramble. What position are we? Controlled.
Controlled, yep. So you have to roll a minimum of a 4 or higher. Do you want to use a gambit, or do you want to push yourself, or both?
What's a gambit?
Leonardo can also assist you, if need be. I'll add you.
Oh.
I'll give you another die.
I think it's a bit busy.
Yeah, I'm busy. I'm still looking around to see if I
Okay.
can find any like physical port or something,
All right.
Let's just go for it.
or
So-
router or anything, you know, AP.
You just doing a regular roll then?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a lot of questions.
Okay. So you try to get across, but you slip on the wet ground of this, and you nearly fall forward off the train. But you manage to like hold on to both sides of the door while you're doing it, and you're like just kind of like dangling out right now.
Okay. So that puts me in
When you open up the door, Leonardo definitely would hear this. You're just like, ah! And then the guy next to you, right in front, will be like, oh, for fuck's sake, mate. He's like drags you back into the train and closes the door.
Thank you.
What are you trying to do? Get yourself killed?
Oh, where's the toilet?
He points to like this receptacle here. It's literally just like a flap that you pull, like flip up and do your business in front of everybody.
I'm gonna tell in communicator. I think I hate this place.
Yeah, I hate it already.
Yeah, let me find an access point and I'll try and do my work. But it's difficult. I don't have money for the password.
What does pushing a roll do?
Pushing a roll adds just an extra die. But you
Okay,
take
and
2
what
stress
is?
points.
Okay, I've got the scramble. I have a single arrow for.
Yeah, so you would get 1 die for each arrow. If you don't have an arrow, you get no die.
How do you do it if you've got no die?
Well, you don't.
You push.
Unless you push. Yeah, exactly. If you're not
Yeah.
trained in it or experienced in it, you push, you get someone else to assist you, or
Right,
you
so,
use a gambit.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna push myself and try to hack the password and the system.
Okay, yeah, you can do that. So you find like a port near you. You plug in your mobile tablet and try to hack the system to just get the free Wi-Fi. I'm going to call this a
Right,
control
Cesare.
as well.
Yeah. So Cesare, try to help me with this one.
Okay, so I'll give you 2 die because a crew member is assisting you. Cesare is like your pet. So
Do I get like if I push myself, I get 1 more die and 1 more because of Genius Pet. So 3.
Oh, you get 3. Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Oh, there it is. So control,
So control, you get
standard.
You
6.
get in easy. The password is literally password 123 exclamation.
Of course, it's obvious, Cesare. I knew that one. Cybersecurity is horrible here.
All right.
See, I'll like look around, see if I can find where the controlling system of this, whole ship is. I mean, train is, are,
Well, it's a
and like I'll. Okay, I'll look for the following to like make quick access button to like lock everything, like doors. I don't know, turn the lights off and stuff like that, and also to open the cargo hold.
Okay. Okay, so the first hack got you into the system. The second hack is going to be a risky one. You have to roll again.
Okay,
So
I'll
tell
tell
me
Spike.
exactly what you want to do, because you can only do one thing at a time.
And I'll make like a program to like do all the things at once, like to shut down the lights, close,
You're not
lock
going
the
to be able to do
doors.
all that at once. You can only choose one thing to do at a time.
Okay, I'll tell Spike what I can do and let him decide.
Okay.
Do you know where they are? I mean, that's the first question.
But can I show him
Show him what?
where the cargo hold is?
Oh,
And like,
you know where it is. Is it the very back?
Oh, it's the very back. Okay.
Yeah. You both know that already.
Where are the guards?
You don't know.
can I access cameras before that?
Okay. Again, that'll be a risky, but yes. So if you want to access cameras, you have to roll a hack again.
I can try, but it will be risky. We can. What do you think is the ideal way to do this?
It's better if we know where they are before we start going down the train.
Probably. Okay, I'll try it, and hopefully I won't get caught. So yeah, I actually have a hacking rig. I forgot, so that's one more die.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I'll try to hack the to get the security cameras and see where the guards are.
So the hacking rig, does it have like charges? You can only use it once in a while, or you can use it at any time?
I have no idea. It's just an item. One load, so you know.
One load hacking rig. I think that in general.
Fine
allows
hacking
you
rig,
to
sorry.
hack. It doesn't like if you didn't have a hacking rig with you, you wouldn't be able to even get the Wi-Fi. So I think that just allows you to use hack.
Ah, okay, okay, fair.
But you do get at least one die, and then if you push yourself, you get a second.
It's risky though. So I have all of these stress blocks that are here, right? Like so, 2, 4, 6.
I don't think you get
9 of them.
all, to be honest.
Yeah, that's what I'm. Why I'm asking for.
Yeah. Let's actually check the rules on that, because starting out, you should have. Oh, stress, you have 2.
Oh, I spent all of them.
Yeah, so you have a
All right.
maximum of 2 stress right now.
Yeah, I'll go raw. Just simple roll.
Okay.
This won't end well. So risky. Standard or
Standard.
okay, let's see. 4, nice.
Oh, okay. So let's take a look at the chart here. You got a 4 on a risky. You do it, but there is a consequence. You either suffer harm or a complication occurs, or you have a reduced effect, or you end up in a desperate position. So I'm gonna say that you hack into it well enough, but the hub system that you're using isn't very well maintained at all, and you get a shock. So you're gonna take we're gonna say 1 stress from that.
I have no more stress boxes.
Oh, you got 1 stress box.
You said I have 2.
Yeah, you have 2 total. And
Yeah, but I pushed myself.
Oh, you
That
did
says
push
take 2 stress.
okay,
Yeah.
so in that case,
Last-
you're gonna take a mild effect then. So that's gonna fill in
Okay.
your 1 harm. You're gonna say like we're gonna say like numbed fingers. So I'll put that in for you.
Yeah, I'll write it. Don't worry.
There we go.
Okay.
Numbed fingers. Yeah. And I believe this works the same way as anything else. If you complete a scene, the mild goes away. So.
Mamma mia. Merda.
Okay.
Have
but
the
you
map.
managed to get into the camera system, so I'm gonna fix that now, so you can see the entire train. So we're gonna reveal all of this.
Oh, God's truth.
Ah, shit. Spike this one, please. I think we need to go through the window and up on the train and try to go over there. I can try to hack it, but I don't think it will end well.
Right.
And it's filled with the guards there, so I don't. There's no way we can easily pass through.
I think we're going to have to do the old. Okay, when I passed through from one, when I tried to pass through from one train to the other, it was out in the open air, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Okay, we're going to have to do the old Western thing of climbing on top of the train.
Oh no. My
Yeah.
clothes will
Better
get
D&D
ripped.
Well, getting across, like I said, if you guys help each other get across, that'll add an extra die for both of you. So you'll get 2 dice.
Yeah, but I have no. I only have scrap, so.
You don't have scramble. So yeah, you'll get 1 die, and then he'll get 2.
Okay, let's try.
Okay.
You can also use a gambit, because you guys get 2 of those for one. Every session, you get a refresh of 2 gambit.
What's a gambit?
A gambit is
Is
just
that
basically an
extra?
extra die that you can roll to assist you. You can only spend 1 gambit per roll. So what you could do is Leonardo could use a gambit and his the help action from Spike. So that'll get you 2, Leonardo. And then Spike can use his regular scramble, and then he will get assistance from Leonardo, giving him 2 as well. So each of you could roll 2 die.
Well, it's first session, so if the character dies, I'll be slightly sad. So let's try it.
Let's go for it. Yeah.
All right. So yep, same thing as before. It's controlled standard.
Okay. Skull,
Okay.
scrap. Which one of these? Scramble.
Scramble, and it's controlled.
And
I can
then,
add 1 to it.
so yeah, Leonardo, you're going to be using a gambit for this, and also
Only
you're getting a help.
Rolled
action.
1. Why does it
Number
say
one, yes.
here? It should be 2 dice.
Bonus die.
I don't know why it showed 1.
Yeah, you would get 2.
I'll roll it casually. So 4 and 5. So
Doesn't
5.
make that.
And then we got 3 and 5. So the
I got
both
5.
high 5s. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so we're gonna say that for Spike, both of you do get across, but you suffer a lesser harm, Spike. So we're gonna say that you get a sprained ankle. So you just fill in your 1 slot.
Right. Where? On harm.
1 harm, yeah. So sprained ankle. You kind of twisted as you kind of tried to leap across, and you were holding on to Leonardo, and Leonardo. Let's see here. You make a very loud noise as you guys tumble through the door, and the guards immediately notice you, the 2 in front. So we're going to say you guys get across, get through the door, but now 2 guards have noticed you, and they're just like, what are you doing?
Aren't we on the rooftop?
No. We're trying to climb the roof.
Oh,
onto the
you're
roof.
on the rooftop. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Never mind. All right. So yeah, you get across the rooftop. But yeah. So in that case, what is yours going to be? You kind of slip off the side of the roof, just a little
Mamma
bit,
mia.
because it is also humid and there's condensation. Spike, we're going to say that you managed to grab onto him and you're struggling to keep him on top of the roof.
Yeah. Okay, with my sprained ankle as well.
Yes.
Okay, do you have to roll something for this now?
So this would be like a, I'm going to say scramble, because you're trying to get him pulled up. Let me just take a quick look here. See if anything else will apply to this. Yeah. Yeah, it would be a scramble. So this would be a controlled thing to try and get him back up again.
Could I try command? Just sort of shouting, come on, you can.
That won't help him get up, unfortunately.
But it might.
He would have to, that's the thing, he would have to roll for scramble himself, but he doesn't have that.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. Ooh.
what I would
Wow,
allow
you-
for, I would allow for scrap just because you're using kind of like a strength to like pull him back up. So I would allow for that at least.
Okay.
Yeah, I have that. I can roll it.
Oh, you can roll it too? Okay, so he can assist you in getting himself back up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
Okay. So
one of you
Scrap.
roll 2 dice.
you go for it.
Actually, yeah, for Spike you would
I'm
get
gonna-
3 then. So
I'll
yeah,
get
you
3.
roll.
Now, is this risky or desperate?
This is going to be risky. But
Risky.
you'll get 3 dice because he's going to assist and you got 2 scrap.
Okay. And the effect. I don't know. Do we care?
Nope, standard's fine. I'm not going to bother changing the effect at all right now.
Okay. I think that should be. Hey, we've got a 5 again. We've got to get him 5s.
Okay. So you managed to pull him back up. Let's see. We're gonna say that you pull him back up hard enough, but the complication would be you make a decent amount of noise. You're not sure if anybody heard you, but you get back up on your feet. So you guys are now on top of the roof.
Oh, mamma mia, I hate these exhibition things. Never again. I'm a mechanic, not a acrobat.
Right. Come on. We've got to crawl across the top now.
Okay.
Don't stand up. crawl on your hands and knees. Try not to make any noise. I suppose
He'll try his best.
We'll be shouting at each other, won't we? Crawl across on your hands and knees.
So we're
I
gonna
have
Stand up.
communicators, so don't need to yell.
What?
You can barely hear each other over the rushing wind. Think of like you know, like that the movie where it was like Tom Cruise, Mission Impossible, on top of that speeding train. That's basically you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's gonna gesticulate that he's gonna crawl.
Yeah. So okay, you guys. I'm gonna say just to save time. You guys managed to crawl to the end of this without further consequence. But now you've got a decision. Do you want to jump down or do you want to jump across?
First of all, I'm going to just kind of peer over the edge to see if there's anybody like
Nope.
pointing a gun up because they've heard us.
Nobody's outside. Right.
Okay. Right. Well, we need to get in through the door. Unless it's possible to open the hatches from the top.
I can try one more time
what I
to
will
hack
say
it.
is if you guys go down here, it'll be just a controlled one because you're taking your time and being careful. If you try to leap across,
Yeah.
it's going to be risky.
Yeah. I would say we should get down into here.
He nods.
I'm not going to actually make you guys roll for that if you just take your time and get down on here. So
Mhm.
that's fine. You guys can climb down from the top and make your way on here. Again, very unstable, but you managed to get safely across there. The door is locked, though.
Fortunately, we have an engineer.
Yes, you do.
With numb fingers, so in the cold weather, I don't think it will end well. So I'll nudge you and, point as, like, fist towards the door.
You want to just smash your way through the door?
I point at you.
There is a window. You're not sure how thick the glass is. You might be able to smash through it, but then there's going to be shattered glass flying into your face. So it's up to you.
Well, I used to be in the Lost Legion, so do I have my weapon on me?
Oh yeah, you have your blaster pistol for sure.
Okay.
Unless otherwise
Well,
specified, I'm assuming you have it with you at all times.
Okay.
I also have it, so I can hand him mine.
Oh, I've got one. In fact, I think I've got 2.
Nice.
So I just used the handle of the gun to try and smash the window.
And I'll duck.
All right. So we're gonna roll for scrap.
Okay. Scrap.
This will be controlled.
Yeah, why can't I find it? Oh, there it is. This will be controlled scrap. I don't really want to take any. Oh, stress, isn't it?
Yeah.
What happens when you run out of stress?
You start taking consequences immediately.
Okay. I'm gonna add. So I add 2 stress to take a boost, whatever it's called.
So you get 3 rolls now.
And I get 3 rolls. Okay. It's scrap, which is controlled. Standard. I'll assume it's standard unless you tell me otherwise.
Yep.
And I get 1 bonus dice.
Perfect. 5.
5 again.
So yeah, you smash inward, and the glass doesn't hit you at all, and you manage to get through the door.
Okay. So it's a reach me hand in, pull my handle sort of thing. Yeah.
So you unlock the door from the inside and get in.
Okay.
When you do so, you kind of glance behind you and you see a guard, like, heading towards the door on the other side. So he begins to, like, peer outside to just try and get, like, a look at what's going on. You think he might
Okay.
I'm
be
trying
something?
to hide.
Dodge out of the way.
All right. So yeah, you guys try to hide behind the cargo. He's rubbing his fist against the window, but it's really foggy. So you can kind of make out he's peering out there. He's got his hand up to, like, just under his eyes. It's like, what the hell is going on out there? But it doesn't look like he notices anything, and he just goes back to his post.
Okay.
Okay, I'll open up the communicator and say, "Hey, Silas, danger zone. We have entered in."
It's not dangerous. Alright, let me know when you're ready for me to come down.
Alright, we'll make sure to open this up and then I will contact you. Clear.
Okay. How do we open the doors? There shouldn't be any.
Yeah, so you could climb up
Any
onto, like,
security?
these are the crates that are marked. So you can climb
Yeah.
on top of the crates, and then up above you is like a hatch with a handle. You turn it and pull back, and that'll open up the roof.
Hold
Okay.
on a second. Sorry. We have cargo eye on the ship. Your crew gains +1 credit for smuggling or delivery jobs. Would this count?
Yes.
Beautiful.
So technically
Right.
5 credit now.
Ooh.
You already have gotten 2, so I've marked that down. If you complete this job,
Okay.
you get another 3.
Beautiful. Yeah, I'll use the communicator and tell Silas that he can help us.
Okay. So stand on the other one and move that. Open that one.
Okay.
So now we're waiting for the thing to come through.
Yep. So basically, it's covered in sort of like a netting, and up at the top of the netting is like a metal sort of like ring that's used to, like, lower it in and out. So that's what you're going to be doing. As soon as the pilot is able to fly over and drop down the winch, you attack the winch to the metal ring, and he can pull it out.
Okay.
Okay. So have you guys opened up
Right.
the roof?
Yeah.
Cool. All right, Silas. So you're up. You will fly over, and to keep
Gotcha.
the plane steady, or the spaceship steady, I'm going to have you roll a controlled roll just to keep it from, steady enough.
From
to
swaying too much.
From swaying, yeah, exactly. So for you,
Okay. So just a helm check.
yes. So we'll do the helm check for you.
Take that off of risky. It's just a controlled, yeah.
It's just controlled.
By
Okay.
chance, Max, can I use my rig to, like, make sure that that this thing is, like, secured tightly so it doesn't, like, fall off or
Yes,
anything
as
like
soon
that?
as he lowers the,
Oh.
as soon as he gets control of the ship, He will lower the winch, and then you will roll your rig to attach it to make sure it's secure.
Beautiful. Standard. Control, sorry.
Yeah, it's controlled standard. Yeah. Okay, 6. Yeah, perfect. So you managed to keep the ship steady. You got 4 rigs.
Yeah, sorry, I misclicked.
Oh.
It's weird, like, because when I press 0, it shows me 1. When I press 1, it shows me only 1. But when I press 2, it shows me 4. So 6 and 3. Yeah.
6 and 3. Oh, we'll take the first.
1 second. I'm gonna fuck around with it. I'm gonna roll a skulk real quick.
Yeah.
Just to see what you're talking about, just to see if I can get that. So to ignore whatever result I get, because it's gonna be bad anyway.
Yeah, that's fine. But the helm, you managed to steady the ship. We already established that. So you lower the winch slowly but securely down into them. And,
Pretty good skull.
yeah.
Right.
And then for Leonardo, you easily attach the winch securely to the cargo. Are you guys on top of the cargo right now, or are you going to get off? Because the winch can only take so much weight. It will not be able to carry everybody out at the same time.
Wait, let me stay here because I want to like make sure that I hack into system and delete all the record of this.
Oh, so like scramble the cameras and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you guys will need to stay on the train anyway because the winch cannot carry both of you and the cargo at the same time. It's too heavy. So
Right.
Now we'll go back to you, Silas. Silas, you will need to do another one. This one's going to be a risky roll because you're lifting the cargo straight up out of the train.
Gotcha. Can I use my skulk roll for that?
It will not be a scope roll, but let me just double check that because I want to see if that would maybe apply to this situation.
Because it's a 6 and I feel bad for wasting it.
So skulk is stealthily without notice. Nope, would not be skulk. Not in this case.
Okay, so just the helm, and you said risky?
Risky helm.
How much
So,
stress can we take? Is it only 2, right?
Yeah, everybody starts with 2 stress, so you can give yourself an extra die. So you can give yourself 3 die by pushing yourself.
I'm just double checking my pilot abilities and whatnot, just seeing if I've got anything for the.
Yeah.
I have Ace Pilot. You have potency on all speed-related rolls. When you roll to resist the consequences of piloting, gain +1 die. I take it this wouldn't apply here?
So by piloting, what does it say specifically
You have potency on all speed-related rolls. When you roll to resist the consequences of piloting, gain +1 die.
Speed-related rolls. I will allow for that. Yeah. So instead of push, well, yeah, you could get 4 if you push yourself and use that attribute.
I'll just leave it at that because we don't know what else we're going to be dealing with later, so I'll just do the 3.
3 is fine. So the 3rd die you're getting, are you pushing yourself or using just your attribute?
Since it's just the starting ability, I was just going to use that since it applies to anything
So
of that
you'll keep your
nature.
stress, filled and just use
Yeah, so. Well, there's a 6 and 2 1s now.
you easily lift this cargo straight out of the train without even knocking it against the walls or anything. And you retract the winch and close the cargo bay. You guys have now successfully stolen the cargo.
Just going to relay back, package secure. Meet you guys on the flip side. And then I'll pull away.
Okay, now we've got to get back. Oh, God.
Yeah, now you guys have the fun part of climbing again.
No. Mamma
That's
mia.
sweet.
Okay, the other alternative is we could hide in here and wait until the train stops and then get off with the cargo.
Yeah, I thought so too, but I know we can hide
But
before they see us.
They're going to notice the lack of medical supplies, so I think they're going to get a bit suspicious immediately.
Good chance.
Yeah. Maybe when the train slows down, we can go through the doors and try to hop off before, they spot us.
What about hanging up, just going to the back here, and then just waiting for the train to stop, and then just get off?
Yeah, that can work too. In the meantime, I'll try to delete all the recordings.
Yeah.
All right. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, you can do that while we're in here.
Yeah. So
Exactly.
you'll plug your
And I
hacking
don't
rig
expect
into
to
a hub.
inside.
I'll make sure to take gloves on because then they'll get the electrocuted again. And I'm gonna ask Cesare to observe everything.
All right. So yeah, you can use your hacking skill. This is going to be a risky.
Okay. God damn it, I forget this. So only one. Oh boy. Can I use Gambit? No, I can't, right?
I will allow you to roll another die to use the gambit, but now you guys have no more gambits for the rest of the session.
Okay, 3.
Okay. You try to hack into it. You don't manage to scramble the cameras at all. You are now actually locked out of the system.
Oh shit. Okay. We might be in a bit of a problem in case they have actually good IT here.
Yeah,
but
so
that's
you
a problem
tried to,
for
you
later.
tried to hack into it. The system basically has countermeasures to hacking, and has now realized that someone's been trying to get into secure network, and has locked the system down.
Well, I would say merda, but merda. We wait here and try to escape.
Yes.
I will also mention that you know that the front door was locked. The rear door is locked as well. The only one that you managed to unlock is the front door.
Yeah, but we're on the inside, so the door handle should be on the inside.
Yeah, door handle's on the inside, but it is locked down.
Because
Because
they don't expect people to break out. They expect
No.
people to break in.
Okay, so you guys are just going to hide there, and then you're going to try and escape out the back.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough. So yeah, we're going to say that about 30 minutes pass. No one comes in to check the cargo at all, and you feel the train starting to slow and pull into the station.
Right. Let's open this back door.
So yeah, you unlock the back door, you hop out the rear. Do you close the back door behind you as well, or you just leave it behind?
Yeah, I'll close it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you guys make it to the mining town now. So the train pulls into the station. The passengers start exiting the train station, and you guys manage to escape out the back without being noticed.
Yeah, just
the
get
train
off and leave.
pulls in. You see all the soldiers also begin to disembark as well. You see one guard running towards a uniformed officer that's waiting on the platform. The guard points to the back of the ship where the cargo was, and you overhear a conversation between the guard and the officer, who looks to be like the local sheriff of the town. He's got a star on his chest, holding like a
Right.
pistol.
We've got to get out of here because we're on
So-
camera.
Yeah, so you overhear this conversation. The sheriff yells out, "You took all of it?" And he goes, the officer says, "Yes, sir, and right under the nose of a platoon of hedgy soldiers. Goran thieves, we needed that medicine. Now all those sick miners are going to die if we don't get more. Call up the nearest cruiser. Tell them what happened and ask them to send more." And the soldier says, "Sir, that one shipment was all they were going to give us. They made that clear." "Well, try anyway. Meantime, round up all these passengers for questioning. Someone's got to have seen something." And you see all the soldiers start to corral a bunch of the passengers as they're getting off, so no one is able to kind of get past them. Again, they haven't noticed you. So, what do you guys want to do?
Take a stroll and go to the bar, have a drink.
Okay.
Is there a bar?
Yeah, there's definitely a bar. Mining Town definitely has a bar.
Okay. Okay. There's got to be a back way out of here.
Yeah, you can make your way around the side of the train and kind of avoid the crowd if you want to.
Is there somewhere hiding on the train?
Not at this time. They are, like, the soldiers are scouring the train, and what soldiers aren't on the train still have corralled all the passengers on the train and lining them up for questioning by the sheriff.
That would include us.
Well, yeah.
Well, we escaped,
right
so...
now you guys are, like, in the other side of the train, so they haven't noticed you yet. But there are going to be soldiers looking for people who are trying to get off the train.
Right. Okay, so, bar. Let's see. Go to the bar, see if there's a back end. Try and find a back exit out of the bar.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so you guys head to the local bar across the street. You kind of glance over your shoulder to make sure you're not being, like, followed or spotted, and it doesn't look like it. The soldiers have corralled a bunch of people, and they're leading them towards the office where the sheriff is going to interrogate everyone.
Right.
Okay, and then you guys head into the bar. It's pretty standard bar, smoky, smells of, like, piss and beer. You have, like, a few miners that are playing a game of cards off to the side. You got the bartender spitting into a glass and cleaning it with a dirty rag.
Well, at least wiping a dirty rag around it.
Yeah, exactly.
No wonder everybody's sick.
He notices you, and he's like, "Hey, have a seat. Margie will be with you in a second." And he keeps doing the same thing, spitting to each glass and wiping it with the dirty rag.
Spike, I suppose they don't have a Chianti wine.
You'd be lucky if they've got any kind of vine. It's just probably grown out of mushrooms or something.
Well, I can drink it. I'm not a posh noble.
Yeah, they
Neither
don't
am I.
have mulled wine. They have something called Miner's Delight, which is just an amalgamation of whatever they can find.
Turned into alcohol, yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, we can live with it. Did you call Silas? Is he over with the, with his job?
Yeah, so
I presume we'd call Silas while I was in the train.
yeah, so Silas, you would have heard that they've gotten off the train safely, but they suspect someone trying to steal the cargo. They've noticed right away. You guys are kind of, like, laying low right now. Silas will have to land outside of the town, pretty far outside the town, because if he tries to land in one of the ship bays, they're going to question him about things, check his papers, all that.
And potentially check cargo, yeah.
All that crap.
Yeah,
Check the cargo.
You go, oh look, you've got all that medicine in there. Yes. Okay, I'm going to look around the bar.
Yep.
What I'm looking for is a back exit.
So you see a portly woman come out one of the side doors, and as you kind of peer past that, it looks like that's where the kitchen is. Most likely that is the back exit.
Does that get us out the compound?
No, you're, like, in the town right now. Like, the bar is, like,
Right.
beside a bunch of, like, other shops and stuff, and there's people all over the place going to and from work right now. It's like the middle of the day. But you couldn't really tell that because it's overcast and rainy and gross.
Yeah. Okay. So I presume it'd be just a few credits for a drink here.
Pretty much. It's not going to break the bank.
We don't have to worry about it.
The portly woman makes her way over to your table and asks what your pleasure is.
Is there anything other than Miner's Delight?
Yeah, there's, like, gruel that they sell, which which is a pretty popular dish. That's kind of like their special for today. And they have like water, but she kind of leans into you and is like, I wouldn't drink it. It's not really good. The best thing that you could probably do is like drink something with alcohol in it to kill any bugs or flu that you might have.
Well, I'll have the Miner's Delight and one for my friend, please.
All right. So she'll say that's like a credit each, and
Yeah.
she'll put it on your tab for now. And come back with the drinks later.
I'll just pay it.
Oh, you just paid now? Okay, yeah. So she'll take your money
Mhm.
now, and then she'll go grab the 2 drinks, and comes back with 2 sort of like dented metal steins, places them in front of you, and the smell of this stuff just kind of wafts up into your nose and just lingers there. It's like really stale smelling beer. You look inside, it's like a murky tan color with like occasionally you'll see just like these bubbles pop above it in foam. It's not really the standard drink you're used to, but it'll do.
Looks like wine from the opposite family.
I'll scrape the crust off the top
Yeah.
and get it down quickly.
Oh yeah, it is foul smelling and it tastes just as foul as it does smell, but you get a good buzz out of it.
Mm.
Yeah, Leonardo will down it too with visible. He's trying not to be disgusted, but yeah, it's difficult.
You think you notice a bit of a aftertaste of hydrogen peroxide, but you're not sure.
Mamma mia. Ugh,
Oh, the smooth
It
stuff.
burns
the Lana
there.
wine is better. It's horrible.
Alright, wipe me mouth and me arm,
Yep.
and I mean, the question I'm really interested in, does the back door get us anywhere that the front door wouldn't?
You're not entirely sure. You've never been here before. It might take you to like a back
No.
alley behind the shops and all that.
Yeah, but we probably get there from the front.
Yeah.
But we wouldn't be seen.
So while you guys are deciding on which direction you want to go, you hear the doors kind of creak open, and the sheriff enters with a couple of soldiers. And the soldiers are kind of like talking. It was like, there are 2 on the manifest that we haven't found. They might have gotten away. They might have tried to look around. They look at the manifest, and they see 2 names, and the faces that they have on like the manifold just kind of like pops up, and it shows both your heads kind of like turning around in like a 360. It's like, these are the 2, and they're just looking around at the bar, seeing if they can find anybody that fits that description.
Yeah, Leonardo stands up and razzle dazzles towards the back exit.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling.
You're my nighttime girl.
Yeah. Just like just like takes a top hat, just like flips it out, and puts it on your head.
Yeah.
That'll draw plenty of attention towards you.
But not really. But yeah, slowly
Alright,
try to.
so if you guys want to get out of here stealthily, I'm gonna have you roll stealth.
Oh god.
You're gonna need to help me because I have none.
No, do I?
This will be fun. Each of you get 1 die.
I think everybody went for more combat orientated.
Yeah.
Well,
I thought somebody else would go. I thought somebody else would go to Skulky. Some of the muscles. So I thought,
No. Can I call the? Okay, I have a crazy idea, Smax. So hear me out.
Go on.
Can I call the bartresses and be,
The
try to woo her and
Oh,
bartender
the
and woo her and
Okay.
the waitress. Sorry. Can I try to woo her and tell her something like, give those gentlemen, a round of drinks on the house, like to the sheriff and the officers. While she's doing that, we're gonna try to, sneak out and not pay for it.
All right, so I'm gonna have you roll sway for that, and that's gonna be risky.
Okay. Better than nothing.
mm-hmm.
No, nice.
Oh damn! I think
A
that
beautiful
beer gave you
señorina.
some liquid courage.
Yeah.
For a lovely person like you, I'm very sorry that you have to work here. But, at least there are perks to working, Look at these fine gentlemen. Can you offer them a drink, in the name of this fine establishment? Maybe we can have fun, you, me, and those gentlemen. And I'll be right in the bathroom, and I'll be right there to pay it. And give her the, the most suave smile.
Okay, so she will look at you as like, I'm married, but for you, darling, anything. And she grabs you, and she starts to pull you towards the bathroom.
Yeah, he won't really object too much.
Okay, so you're in the
And he'll
bathroom
point to
now.
Spike.
Okay, and then what are you doing with Spike?
Yeah, just point him to the back doors, like
Well,
run
I'm
for it.
hoping to use that as a distraction to
Yeah, that's
go
fine.
out the back door.
So I'm gonna allow that to be an assist from him. You get like one roll for scope, or one die for that.
Yeah,
Unless you
fair.
want to push yourself, which I don't think you can because you've used your stress.
I don't think it can now. Is that risky, I presume?
I'm gonna give you a controlled on this one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Okay, I'm going to put the bonus dice in because I'm not. So it's going to be the first dice if it comes up with 2. I'm not sure what it does.
Yeah, we'll take
I just got. Oh shit.
Okay, so you immediately get up and just like quickly like speed walk to the rear of the building. The sheriff and the 2 guards immediately notice you and is like, "Hey, stop!" And they run straight towards you, all 3 of them.
Okay, running through the fucking door.
All right, so now you're running.
Kick the door open.
You, Leonardo, as the woman is trying to like forcefully sit you on the toilet so she can
Sticking her tongue down your throat.
you hear just like a faint, just like, hey, stop! Just like outside the door.
Okay, I'm gonna do the good old. Okay, I'm gonna believe that Spike can do it on his own.
I don't think that's a thing.
Yeah, I'm just rolling for
Oh,
what will
okay.
Leonardo do.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's gonna stay here until the chaos kind of dissipates, and probably try to have some fun.
Okay. We're gonna say that you spend maybe about 15-20 minutes in the bathroom. This lovely lady, and when you guys finish up, you just kind of like waddle out of the bathroom with your hair just like completely disheveled and just like a smirk on your face.
Yeah, and go to the back doors.
Okay.
Walking with a limp.
In the meantime, do you communicate any of the stuff to Silas at all while you guys are doing this kind of thing? Because
I doubt it.
I think we're both busy.
Silas,
All you can hear on the comments.
Silas, you
Just
would be
gonna
able to hear
mute
all of
that
this.
one. No, that's muted. I'm taking out the comm. I'm just chilling. I'm only like listening
And
in
you
for
hear Spike
being.
just like shit. And you hear like distant gunfire. Like Spike, you were dodging like blaster fire as you're like weaving in and out of like these alleyways.
Okay. I want
You
to
can
try and
lose
slow
him,
them down.
but it's going to be risky.
Fucking
You
risky.
can just turn and break them.
Yeah, I'm going to try and lose them or block their way. Because is there like something I can shoot like support out and something will come tumbling down and block their path?
I would say like you passing like maybe like multiple dumpsters that have like the brakes on them on the wheels, so you can take a risky shot at one of those dumpsters to see if it just slides in their way and blocks the path.
Oh yeah, I'm doing that.
Okay, so
We don't
that'll
have any
be,
gambits left. do we?
that'll be scrap. You have no more gambits left.
Okay. Scrap, and it's risky.
Risky, and you get 2 dice.
I got them. Yeah. You're obviously a nicer GM than I am. I'd have gone for desperate.
Considering how difficult this is right now, I'm not going to desperate at this point.
Okay, I don't get any bonus dice though. Submit. 5! I got
5.
5!
All right. So yeah, you managed to get a shot off, but as you turn, you kind of like retch your back a little bit and fire, and then you slip, and now your sprained ankle isn't sprained anymore; it's fractured.
Oh shit.
So you're gonna change your 1 harm to moderate.
Oh, hang on. How do I do that? Is that 2?
Yeah, that's a 2.
Okay.
Your
Fractured
sprained ankle is gone, but now you have a fractured ankle. So now that you have a fractured ankle, you get a negative die roll on everything you do now.
Oh shit.
Or actually,
Okay.
it'd be more like I would apply it to the scramble roll. So now your scrambles is 0.
Scramble to 0. Okay.
So these guys
Yeah.
are trying to find their way around the blockade that you just created. So they split up into 2 groups. Sheriff with 1 soldier, and then
Okay.
another soldier goes another way.
Okay.
So you've managed
It's
to
all
temporarily
focused
lose them
on
for the moment.
Right. Looking around, is there any way out of the town? Is this like a vehicle?
you
Is
can
it
go-
is this like a vehicle?
Yeah, so right now you're in the back alleys. So you're in between like shanty town, you're in between like shanty houses, like where people live, and some just like random shops. So you can hobble your way out of the like alleyway into an open area to try and get your bearings if you want. Or you
You're
can
an open area. I'm like to get potted, so I don't want to do that. I'm looking for something like a vehicle, preferably a vehicle with something in it.
Fair. So we'll say that at the end of an alleyway, you do see like a parked sort of like vehicle that you could to maybe use. In the meantime, as you make your way to that, Leonardo, you are you hearing blaster fire. You manage to follow the sound of that, and you come across the point where Spike blocks them with a dumpster. You manage to catch up, and you see Spike kind of like hobbling his way straight towards a vehicle, but your path is blocked with the dumpster. So what do you want to do?
Ah, shit.
I thought it was still shagging.
That's a third option, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Like he's way ahead of you right now. He's almost to the end of the alleyway, and you see.
okay, I'll go on the communicator and try to contact Silas.
I was gonna say the communicator that was muted for a good however long.
You're getting like a ringtone. It's. You know it's.
Still calls important to us.
And I swear to God, if you're fucking still.
Do you answer?
Yeah, that's what I answered with.
Oh, how do you? Oh, probably. We have a problem, Silas. They are chasing Spike. The sheriff and the guys. You know, we need help.
Alright. I'm on the outskirts. I can pick up, but this will be risky.
Okay, I'll try to catch him and break some vehicles so we can drive to the outskirts. If not, be prepared to like swoop in and save us.
Alright, I'll keep the engines warm. You let me know.
Alrighty. And he'll try to like run and try to reach Spike and then to I don't know, like try to get some vehicle, kickstart, run it, something like that.
Okay. So Spike, you make it to the car. As you reach for the handle of the vehicle, you hear a stop, and you kind of like look to your side and you see like a soldier holding a blaster pistol about 5 feet away from you.
Ah, shit. I'm gonna. Okay.
Can I do a flying kick while running there?
I can't. I'm not gonna be doing a flying kick. I mean, you're gonna do a flying kick.
Yeah, I'm gonna try.
All right.
You.
I was just gonna leap on him.
He's gonna try to arrest you before Leonardo even gets to you, because Leonardo's still pretty far away from you.
Can I try to shoot him with blaster pistol?
Where you are, you're too far away. You have to make your way around just like the other guys had to.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, I'm desperate. I'm just going to go and try and lay into him. I don't think I've got time
Scrap?
to draw. Yeah.
Okay, yep. So you try just like punch him. So this will be a risky, and it'll be 2. Do you want to take a devil's bargain?
Okay. What would the bargain be?
All right, so let's take a look at that. Let's test this out here because they do offer it, so might as well take a look at what it does. If this would load, that would be great. All right, so okay. For another bonus die, you can accept a devil's bargain and accept that for a bonus die. Let's take a look at here we are. So, a devil's bargain. Common bargains include collateral damage or unintended harm. You sacrifice a creditor item. You betray a friend or loved one. Offend or anger a faction. Start or tick a troublesome clock. Add heat to the crew from evidence or witnesses, or suffer a harm. So I can give you an extra die, and then I'll tell you what consequence it will be. So, in this particular case, he's got a gun to your head. And he is an officer of the hegemony. So if you assault him, I will say that if you fight this guy and injure and or kill him, this will add heat to your crew.
Okay. I think that's reasonable.
Okay.
And I think what I'm doing, that's pretty much inevitable. So yeah, okay.
Okay, so you get 3 die for your scrap.
Yeah. Come on. Yes, I got a 6.
Oh, you pummeled him.
Nice.
All right. So you easily do this thing where you just like take his pistol, put your thumb on the trigger to keep him from firing, and then just turn the pistol on him. And
I was thinking more grab the pistol, held it away from him, knocked him out with a punch to the jaw.
okay, well, yeah, you could like grab the pistol with one hand, wrench it away, and then take your other fist and punch him just underneath the chin and knock him out. So
Yeah.
He's on the ground. He's prone. You got a extra pistol. If you want, you can just leave it or take it with you. It's up to you.
We'll take it with me.
All right. And
Keep it on-
you're still
keep it on
not in the
stick, living
vehicle,
it.
so what do you want to do about that?
Is it locked?
Yes.
Fuck. Break the window.
Break the window with the pistol. Perfect. You break the window. At this point, Leonardo, you have rounded the corner. You see the guard on the ground. He smashed in the window of a vehicle. It's got no keys, so he might need someone to, I don't know, rig it.
Dun-dun-dun-dun.
Wire it.
You have a man for the job. Come on,
So this
Cesare.
is not going to be a hack. This will be a rig.
Of course, beautiful.
Okay.
Standard control, desperate, risky. Aside.
This is
I fractured
control.
my ankle. I can't run.
Oh shit.
You set up the car alarm immediately.
Oh no.
And you start getting.
Oh
the
wait, so
attention of,
wait,
like-
sorry. Do I get +1 for Cesare?
Nope,
Oh,
he's not
Okay.
with you.
he is.
Okay, go.
Wait,
Okay,
you
let's
brought-
find another
Wait, did you bring your duck into the bathroom with you?
Yes.
The
He has
duck's
2
always
scars
with
for
him.
life now.
Yeah.
bit.
Nah, he knows what's going on.
Okay.
This isn't
Fine.
Cesare's first rodeo.
Yeah, exactly.
I will give you another die roll. One more.
He's just sitting there with his beak open.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
Four.
Duck. 4. You managed to rig the vehicle, but you also still set off its alarm, and you don't know how to turn it off.
We don't need. It's a music for my ears. Spike, you drive it. I'm bad.
Alarm activated. Wee woo. Wee woo. Wee woo.
Mamma mia, bloody systems. Merda.
So the whole time you guys are driving this vehicle, it's just going wee woo, wee woo, wee woo.
Okay.
Drive to the outskirts. Salas is waiting for us.
Okay. Yeah, so you
Just
drive
drive like
you drive to the outskirts, and Silas, you land the ship on the outskirts of the town.
Yeah, I've just been chilling in the fucking pilot seat, just waiting, just like strumming along to like a tune, just probably the like ready just to take off. The engines are warmed up and heated and whatnot.
You hear like a distant like wee woo, wee woo, wee woo, wee
Yep,
woo,
them.
and they pull over in the car.
Wait, can we take the car with us?
No,
Dismantle it for parts.
You
It's
don't have
struggle
enough room
car.
on your cargo hold.
God
Sorry.
damn it.
Sorry.
Okay.
I'm gonna say like the landing door or whatever, the doors are flung open as soon as the car is within range.
Yep.
All right, get in.
Okay, get out and hobble into the. I probably need help.
Yep.
Did you get too injured? What happened?
Good job, I'm a doctor. Well, I have doctoring.
You could fix yourself up.
Yes, yes.
It's like you
I'm
just
a-
go
I'm-
into like this technical terminology. It's like I think I may have fractured the A3 vertebrae on my ankle.
Yeah, I'm a combat medic.
Yep. Old war wound.
Something like that. I'm gonna need 2 weeks of bed rest at minimum.
And a lot of alcohol, preferably like a gallon
Oh,
of Extra
yeah.
Light.
Oh,
yeah, that-
I'm also ill. I got my fingers electrocuted. I also need 2 weeks of alcohol and rest.
yes, let's
So-
get out.
Both the patients are secured, yeah.
Yes, both patients are secure.
All right.
So, you
I
got,
take off.
Yeah, you take off. So, do you guys head towards the rendezvous point where Vladislav's men are waiting?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So you head over in that direction, and you deliver the medical supplies as you've promised. Vladislav's men take the cargo with their ship, and they provide you the remaining money that is owed to you, which is a collective amount of 5 credit total. So you got 5 credit for this job.
I was gonna say one way to reason the extra one is just bringing up, hey, there was more security than I was expecting. I'm expecting a hazard pay out of this, and then that would be like why we got the extra one.
We got it from the ship because we took more supplies in. I mean, we took more. What do you
You
call
guys managed to like take more cargo than they expected, and they're like,
Yeah,
"We'll just give
yeah.
you an extra bonus for that because we weren't expecting 2 crates. We only thought there was 1, but we'll give you more for
Yeah,
that."
the cargo line.
That's fine.
Then, like we said,
Risky
actual
business.
security when that was supposed to be known.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, they'll take that and they'll accept that as an offer. So I'll mark down. Yeah, you guys got 5 credit from that. So in the meantime, a couple things would have happened. So the faction that you pissed off will go up. You will now have 1 heat from the hegemony soldiers. So I'm just gonna make a quick note of that. I gotta look up the factions for these here to mark those in. I believe I can actually use the ship character sheet just to mark that. Actually,
I think you can actually, yeah. Ship mode, faction mode.
Faction mode. There we go. So I need to find the faction, then we'll just add that to the list.
Presumably we have a good relationship with the criminal syndicate.
Oh yeah, you would have gotten a positive response from them, so they would have definitely taken that into account. Okay, so let's go to factions. I guess just gotta figure out which faction you guys ticked off. It would have been like mining group or something.
It'd be the hegemon in the middle of the money. Oh, the heat is by system, isn't it? So the
Yeah.
heat will be in the correct system.
So, Syndicate. I'll just put Vladislav. And then you guys got. Okay, so add Vladislav to Criminal Syndicate. And then this up because these are so tiny I can't read them. So yeah, you would have gotten. Where is the heat in? I think it was Breck. Is the system.
That's really tiny writing, isn't it?
Yeah, very tiny writing. I'm gonna go to the
Jeez.
actual map here. Yeah, you guys are in Breck, so
Yes.
you got one heat in Breck.
Gear, status, and jobs.
Oh, there we go.
Hey.
Generate factions. That saves me some time. So
So tier is how big a player Vladivostok is.
exactly.
Vlad, whatever his name is.
So I will
Vladislav.
say that it was the Guild of Engineers that you would have.
Yeah, it was one good. We had with the Church of Flame, I think. Stellar Flame, yeah. That was one negative, and with the Hegemony.
I can't tell which one's negative. Oh, the negative and the positive. Okay, there we go. Got it. Okay, so we're gonna say Vladislav. He's got a positive one,
job.
and then the guild will have a negative.
Guild of Engineers.
There we go. Guild of Engineers has a negative. Cool. And then you guys had some things that you had to add to. So for Leonardo, who did you have?
Oh, it was Bornico. I'm looking for it right now. Yeah, Bornico, right here. One.
Okay, perfect. And then the negative was who?
Did I have? Oh, I had with the Church of Stellar Flame.
Church of the Flame. Okay, so that's a negative for Church of the Flame. Cool. And then for Spike, you had
A
Lost
negative with
Legion, I believe, was
positive with the Lost Legion.
Yeah.
Whatever that is.
Smex, I think it's
Got
plus
that.
one with the Guild of Engineers.
Oh well, you pissed them off. So if you got a +1,
Yeah.
Oh,
they would have gone down. So you guys have a 1 now with them.
okay.
And then
Yeah, it was
Lost
-1.
Legion has a positive, and then regular Legion would have a negative because I believe that's your character.
Negative, yeah.
51st Legion would have a negative one to that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And then Silas, who
Who's
were
that?
you in positive and negative with?
I don't remember.
Let's see. Looking on here, I don't see anything at this time.
I don't know if it was the 51st Legion or something like that was positive.
Yeah, I think it
Yes,
was because
you had a
were
positive.
part
You
of
had a
the-
positive with the 51st. I remember that. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, because for you it was like retirement would lead to death. For me, retirement was just cool.
Mm.
okay.
Pilot
Yeah.
privilege, I guess.
So I guess that'd be 0 then.
Kind of.
Total.
Well, I think the way this works is there's individual and there's group. So we're gonna keep
Right.
the individuals separate from the group. Otherwise, it'll just
Yeah.
cancel it out. So we're just gonna leave all those
Yeah.
at 0, with the exception of the Guild of Engineers, which is currently a 1, and then the Vladislav is going to be a 1. So this is going to be.
Well, the Guild of Engineers should be -1 then, shouldn't it? Or 0 or something.
You guys, oh yeah,
we
yeah.
just-
So
we
we'll
just
just do a
put them off,
-1, and then the individual bonus that you guys get might be able to try and smooth things over, but you'd have to do some jobs for them in order for it to actually be worth it. So yeah, right now your
Yeah.
relationship with the Guild of Engineers is -1, and Vladislav is 1. So he'd be
Well,
more.
sorry,
Vladislav is
you're
more
right.
willing to work with you now that you've completed his job, and the Guild of Engineers is not happy about you robbing them.
No. No.
As a
But-
group, not an individual.
As
Yeah.
a group,
And we
not as an
can-
individual.
one job to that if possible.
And you've got 1 heat in because of that too. Okay,
Yes.
All right.
I'd say that's fairly
That's
successful.
right. Yeah.
Also in the ship character sheet, I will switch over to the ship mode, and then you guys now have. We're gonna say it only allows you to have like 4 credit on you, and then some in the vault. So you have 1 credit on you right now, and that'll fill up to 5 for now. So there we go.
Yeah.
And you have no debt at the moment. So
No.
that's good. Okay, and then
That's-
when we
that's
start the
fine.
next session, you guys will lose 2 credit to upkeep, so you have 3 total left over that you can use towards upgrades and stuff. So,
Yeah.
beginning of next
Fancy.
session, you guys can decide what you want to do with the 3 credit you have. Either bank some of it or use it to upgrade your ship.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm just going to say I'm not really happy with ripping off the miners, but
No,
I didn't
that's
want to
fine.
end up hanging. I didn't want to end up hanging in a cupboard.
No. I don't think anyone wants that. I don't think you
I was
want
gonna
the
say,
Vlad
what did you
Slav
think was gonna happen? We were stealing medical supplies. Those were gonna go to someone.
Mm.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think that went fairly
Silas
well.
knew it was gonna rip off somebody. Just it's a job.
Also, I'm going to take a quick look on stress on this because we were just kind of playing it fast and loose with the rules, to be honest. So I'm just going to take a quick look here.
I think one of the things you do is you figure out what you don't know.
Yeah.
When you have a first game.
So, special reserve of fortitude and luck called stress. When you suffer a consequence that they don't want to accept, they can take the stress instead. The result of the resistance roll determines how much stress it costs to avoid the bad outcome. Okay, so during a shootout, Alice's character, gets shot in the chest. She rolls her prowess rating to resist and gets a 2. It costs 6 stress minus 2, the result of the resistance roll. Okay, so the DM would decide, okay, this is going to cost you 6 stress total. I want to roll my prowess to prevent some of that from hurting me. Suffer 6 stress minus the highest die result when you roll a critical on a resistance. Clear 1 stress. Okay, so we were doing combat completely wrong. So
Okay.
I'm gonna go through. I'm just looking and double checking just to see.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. It's all
So
basically
that's
the same. It's just
That's where the
So-
contest comes from.
Yeah. I
Okay.
was gonna say we didn't really get into 2 major fights this time around.
No.
So
Yeah.
it doesn't matter too much.
We had a minor fight, and that was it. Really.
Okay.
Um,
So
right.
Alice marks up 4 stress and describes how Haley survives. The GM rules that the harm is reduced by the resistance roll, but not avoided entirely. Haley suffers 2-level harm, chest wound, instead of a 3-level harm, punctured lung. Okay. So the GM then decides, okay, you take 4 stress, you mark off 4 stress, but you still will take a harm, which is a level 2 harm called chest wound, but you avoid taking a level 3 harm called a punctured lung.
It was somewhat similar to how it worked.
So
But how do the harms, how do you clear them? How long does it take for, medium, high harm to clear?
So what it says here is trauma. When the PC marks off their last stress box, they suffer a level of trauma. When you take trauma, you circle one of the trauma conditions such as cold, reckless, unstable, etc. They are all described on the next page. Trauma conditions are permanent.
Oh.
Interesting.
Really, we're doing that like that because
Okay, so
you guys burnt all your stress in order to get extra die.
yes, so the way it works is that bar that you guys have, you don't start with just 2 stress. That bar that you have for all the stress is what you can use entirely. But if you use all your stress, you will take trauma, which is permanent.
Okay. All right.
Is that the harm?
So you can re-roll dice, or you can add additional die for every 2 stress you push yourself. You get an extra die for that.
Yeah, that
But
makes more sense because yeah.
Each roll that you guys take can only add 1 additional push die to it. So you can't
Yeah,
be like,
of course.
I want to take 6 stress to add 3 die. You can't do that.
No.
Yeah, that's fine. But so
Right,
harms
right.
and traumas are different, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So
Where's trauma?
in general, you can do stress. You can take stress, but you can also take harm in addition to stress.
Okay.
The part where trauma
trauma.
comes in is when you're maxed out on
You
your
overload the stress.
Yeah,
You gain a trauma.
Yeah, if you max out your stress, you gain a trauma from that.
All right.
So when you suffer trauma, you're taken out of action, or you're left dead, or otherwise dropped out of the current conflict, only to come back later shaken and drained. When you return, you have 0 stress, and your vice has been satisfied for the next downtime. See Vice, page 190. And trauma is permanent. Okay, so basically, your
it's off
stress
me aside,
bar
do
is
some-
your life bar.
Yes.
Okay.
Stress and trauma. That's that. Harm 32.
Okay.
36. Complication. Harm. Severe harm.
Smex, there's also cred here on the character page, and there's also a stash, so you can probably store more than 5, 10.
Let's see. Yes, question mark. Right now, I'm just keeping track of like it all for the characters. So each character, basically, your cred is something you can carry with you, and then the stash is like putting it away for
Yeah.
fun kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, I just have it stored in your ship because we haven't decided how to distribute the 3 cred. So for now, we'll keep it in the ship. In the beginning of next session, I'll take off the upkeep costs, and then you will have 3 cred to distribute it as you choose. So either upgrade the ship
Okay,
or
that's
give
fine.
it to a
Just
player, that kind of thing. Yeah, we'll
I'm not
get
seeing how
into
you get
that
rid
more
of
when
that.
we actually start spending it. We'll look into the rules when we start getting you guys to use this cred.
I'm not seeing
Okay.
how you get rid of harm.
So to
I'm
get
saying
rid
get
of
rid of non-physical harm. And to get rid of non-physical harm, you just indulge your vice.
oh, so you
As
just
long
use
as it's not-
alcohol. Okay.
Smex, would the toilet action count as indulging in vice?
I would say
It's
so.
pleasure.
Yeah. So
Makes
harm.
sense.
This consequence represents a long-lasting
Yeah,
debility
only
or
for
death.
numb fingers.
You don't have numb fingers anymore.
Okay.
Yeah, so when you suffer harm, record the specific injury on the character sheet equal to the level of harm you suffer. If you suffer lesser harm, record it in the bottom row, moderate, blah, blah, blah. See examples of harm and harm tracker on the next page. Your character suffers the penalty indicated at the end of the row if any harm recorded in the row applies to that situation. So if you have tired harm, you'll suffer reduced effect when you try to run away from Legion guards. When you're impaired by harm in the top row, your character is incapacitated, can't do anything unless you have help from someone or push yourself to perform an action. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you need to mark harm below, blah, blah, blah. Let's see here. If you run out of spaces on the top row and need to mark harm there, you suffer from a catastrophic or permanent consequence, such as loss of limb or sudden death.
Mm.
So it goes in tiers. So you have a lesser effect if you have 1 harm, if that applies. You have a minus die roll on a moderate, if that applies. And then you've got need help on a 3. So if all 3 of these harms are filled and then you take another level 3 harm, you can either die or lose a limb. Okay, so the way they have this split up You see those lines in between? You can take 2 lesser. So
Yeah.
You got
2 lesser, 2
2 lesser,
minus
2
1,
moderate,
and
then 1 severe.
1 severe.
Okay, so here we are. This is what we needed to know about. When your PC suffers a consequence that you don't like, you can choose to resist it. Just tell the GM, I don't think so, I'm resisting that. Resistance is always automatically effective. The GM says if the consequence is reduced in severity, or if you avoid it entirely. You make a resistance roll to see how much stress your character suffers as a result. You can make the roll using one of the character's attributes called Insight, Prowess, or Resolve. The GM chooses the attribute based on the nature of the consequence. So, for Insight, these are consequences from deception or understanding. Prowess is consequences from physical strain or injury. Resolve is consequences from mental strain or willpower. Okay, so, in your case, Dave, you would have rolled a Prowess resist to see how much stress you would have avoided. I would have told you up front the stress that you would be taking would be from a moderate consequence. So a level 2 harm was going to occur. If you roll a resistance and get a high enough roll deemed by me, I could reduce that moderate consequence to a lesser consequence, a level 1 instead of a level 2.
Okay, I'm just going to roll it, but I want to see what happens.
Yeah.
Also, Smex, what about the...
Right, that's what the line's for.
That's what the line's for.
What the vertical line's for, right?
Yeah, so because you rolled a 6 was your highest, you automatically succeed, and I reduced the level 2 harm to a level 1 harm instead. So you already had a sprained ankle, so I can be like, all right, you wrenched your neck when you tried to fight this guy, so you have a stiff neck as a level 1 consequence.
So that'd be the second level 1 event.
That would be the second less effect, yeah.
So if we sprain neck in there.
Strain neck in there instead. And you don't have a fractured ankle anymore.
I don't have a fractured ankle.
Yeah. And then in order to reset these harms, you have to indulge in advice, I believe. But I want to double check that.
Yeah, it says that for non-physical harm, but I'm not seeing anything for physical harm.
Yeah. Let's see here. Non-physical harm.
That's on page 34.
Yeah, like harm examples, it gives you examples of that. It tells you how to resist it. Reducing the severity of the consequence. And each consequence can only be resisted once.
The harm clears after 10 minutes of rest, leaving no conditions clear.
And for your resistance roll, 1d6 for each attribute. You reduce or completely avoid the effects of the consequence. You suffer 6 consequence minus the highest die result. So actually, in this case for you, you rolled a 6, you would have suffered 6 stress. So instead, you clear 1 stress?
Yeah, so if you roll a 6, that means you don't take any of the stress that would be associated and clear 1 stress, so I'm presuming.
Instead. So yeah,
Yeah.
don't
So if
suffer-
you're at like 3 stress, you'd then be knocked down to, I've only taken 2 stress.
Okay, so I guess according to the rules here, you actually wouldn't take the consequence whatsoever because you rolled a 6. You actually would clear one of the stress from your stress bar instead because you got a 6.
Okay.
Well, the thing with rolling is that you're saying, no, I'm not going to take a consequence. Instead, I'm going to apply that to my stress.
I see. Okay, instead of taking that harm, I want to apply it to my stress bar instead. And because you rolled a 6, not only do you not take that harm, you reduce your stress bar by 1.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
From my understanding.
That's how I'm interpreting this. Yeah. So
Yeah.
ultimately, Spike, your character would only have a sprained ankle, and
Yeah.
you would have gained 1 bar in stress. But because we were
Yes.
playing it loosey goosey, I'm going to reset all your stress bars because this is like temporary.
Yeah. Stress is temporary, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I assume stress
how-
comes back at like the start of a new session, unless it's
Yeah,
like
that's what I'm
mid-session,
assuming too.
like you're in the shit.
Because it doesn't say anything otherwise. It also does not mention anything in regards to does harm reset based off of a scene, based off of a session. Is it up to the DM? Like, that's missing completely from what I can tell.
Yeah.
Like, how do you remove harm?
Yeah.
I'm going to take a look at indulging in vices, and maybe that will explain it.
But it wouldn't explain. You're not going to heal a broken leg by getting pissed down.
No, you're not.
You think? I mean, I've got Doctor. Oh, I wonder if Doctor has anything.
I was gonna say, let's look
Actually,
at what
yeah.
Doc does.
If you've got a doctor, that should do
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so stress does not regain automatically. You indulge in your vice during downtime.
Oh, and that gets rid of your stress.
Yeah, so your stress
Right. So
replenishes.
during each job, you're gaining stress.
Yeah, and then at the
You
end
don't
of the
lose it.
job, we do the downtime.
Yeah.
And then you guys indulge in your vices. You do your rolls for the downtime, and then you remove stress bars equivalent to that roll. So you roll to find out how much stress relief your character receives. A vice roll is like a resistance roll in reverse. Rather than gaining stress, you clear it. The effectiveness of the indulgence depends on your character's worst attribute rating. It is their weakest quality, either insight, prowess, or resolve, that is the most thrall to vice. Make an attribute roll using your character's lowest attribute rating. If there is a tie, that's fine. You simply use that rating. Clear stress equal to the highest die result. Okay, so lowest rating does not mean 0. It means if you've got 1 arrow, that means you get 1 die. If that is your lowest attribute. If it is completely blank, that doesn't count towards this. So at minimum, you guys will always have at least 1 die to relieve your stress with.
Right.
Based off of insight, prowess, or resolve. So if we look at your character sheet, I'll look at yours first, Spike, because I have yours up right now. So insight, prowess, resolve. Insight, prowess, resolve. Okay. Oh! Okay, so you actually need to click on Insight, Prowess, or Resolve to do this. So for you, it doesn't matter which one you choose, because they're all empty.
That's these things at the side.
Yeah.
These little
So instead of
parallelogram.
Insight is governs the doctor, the hack, the rig, the study. It doesn't matter which one you choose because the bars are empty next to them. So you click whatever one, and then we just choose that. So when you make that roll, here's an example. So say your stress is at 8.
Yeah.
Your vice is currently drinking.
Yeah.
So you have to drink your troubles away. You could describe yourself going to a casino, ordering some booze, playing a complex game of Xeno gambling, and then you roll your lowest attributes, which for you would be just 1 die. And then I'll just click on your character sheet, say it's insight. You don't get a bonus die, you just click submit. That's your roll number 1. So according to this, you got a 3. So you would clear 3 stress at the start of the next job. So in this case, I would immediately have you clear your 3 stress now, so we don't forget for the beginning of next session.
Yeah.
So at the end of each session, we're going to have you guys do your downtime. You can role play it out if you want to just describe what your character goes off and does, and then we have you roll your die. You empty out your stress bar equivalent to the die roll you get, and then next game
So you roll that. You roll the dice. That's how much stress you lose, basically.
Exactly. So for you, you would have lost 3 stress. I'm going to actually have you guys reset your stress bars to 0 because again, this was kind of like a trial run. I don't want to punish you for for us not following the rules 1-to-1. So everybody's going to have empty stress bars at the beginning of next session, and then we'll start following it as the book is written. See if we can get our sea legs, so to speak, and figure it out that way. But for that, I think we pretty much covered everything, unless you guys have any other questions.
Well, there is. If you go look at, say, Insight, you go across. There's a bunch of. I'll light some up on mine so you can see what I'm talking about.
Yes, I do see those.
Yeah. Do you know what they are?
Well, let's take a look. See at leveling up, because that should explain what those are for. So we got crew upgrades. Recover, repair, and train. Interesting. Here we go. I think we found the physical part of it. When you recover, you seek treatment to heal your harm.
You've gone quiet.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah,
Okay.
you just suddenly pressed on.
Yeah, so when you recover, you seek treatment to heal your harm. You might visit a doctor who can stitch your wounds. Roll crew quality -1 to see how available and effective the doctor is. Or a crew member can roll their doctor action instead. If they tend to your wounds, the healer doesn't take the recover action. Healing is mostly rest. You treat yourself, but it will cost you 1 stress to do so. Okay, so if they tend your wounds... okay, so Spike, your character, you will spend 1 stress to treat yourself. When you receive treatment from the recover action, you clear all level 1 harm. If you have a harm remaining, advance your healing clock on your character sheet just below your harm tracker.
There's a harm tracker.
Healing clock, harm tracker.
Harm tracker.
Oh, here we are. Recovery. When you recover in downtime, clear all level 1 harm and advance your healing clock.
Advance your healing clock.
Progress 1, 2. Okay, so just below that it says progress 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, you advance it the other way.
Yeah. So when you do that, you clear all your level 1 harm. If you have harm remaining, advance your hero clock on the character sheet just below your harm tracker according to the recovery roll. Crew quality or doctor action 1 to 3 is a 1, 4 to 5 is a 2, 6 is a 3. Critical is all 5 segments. Even with the best roll, healing wounds takes time. Remember to add +1 to your die roll if you enlist a crew contact to help. So crew contact,
Alright, I'm
not
back.
like crew. Okay. Welcome back. We're just figuring out how to recover physical harm. So,
okay.
We were correct in the assumption that if you have a level 1 harm, you automatically heal that.
Advancement.
So you no longer have a sprained ankle anymore, Spike. You're good. You can take that out.
Okay. Didn't have to roll anything.
Yep, you don't have to roll a thing. If you suffer a level 2 or above, that's when you begin the healing clock that is underneath your bar. So if you notice there, Hifsam, you'll see that recovery, when you recover in downtime, clear all
I see
harm
progress.
and advance the healing clock. So you don't need to advance the healing clock if you only have level 1 harm. You just take it out completely. Level 2 or higher, you will do a roll to heal. However, you need a doctor to advance the clock because Spike has a doctor roll. He can treat you by rolling his 2 dice, and you take the highest roll out of those 2, and then you increase the healing clock. But you do not remove the damage you have taken on level 2 or 3 until the healing clock has been completed.
Okay, and you progress the clock by 1 or by the number roll?
So the way it works is if for example, Spike rolls a 1 to a 3, you advance the clock by 1. If he rolls a 4 to a 5, you get a 2. If he gets a 6,
if we go 6, he goes 3. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Do I need to
Beautiful.
roll then? Because he got numb fingers, hasn't he?
No, that's a level 1 harm. He's good. He can take
Yeah,
that out
it's gone.
immediately.
Okay, so just
He
Don't have to
recovers
worry about that.
automatically at the end.
Also,
Right,
Smex, I
okay.
checked on the XP. Do we go by that, or we have like milestones?
Yeah, that's what we're going to get to next, actually. So,
Okay.
repair, we don't have to worry about that. Training. When you spend time in training, you mark 1 XP on the XP track for an attribute or playbook advancement. Take a moment to tell everyone what this training looks like or what you're doing to sharpen these specific skills. If you have the appropriate training upgrade unlocked, mark 1 XP, so 2 XP total. See crew upgrades at page 116. You can train a given XP track only once per downtime. Okay, so when you are doing your downtime, we indulge. You indulge in your vice, and you can train, but you can only do it once per downtime. So at the end of each session, we'll do the downtime thing. You guys talk to me about what your vices are, you're indulging in, and how you're doing so. You kind of role play that out, and then at the end of that, you tell me, okay, what kind of training do you guys want to focus on for this, the end of the session, and you advance the track on it. So, let's see here. Appropriate crew training upgrade. Let's look at crew upgrades. So crew training. If you have a training upgrade, you'll earn 2 XP instead of 1. When you train a given track during downtime, either Insight, Prowess, or Resolve, or Playbook XP. This upgrade essentially helps you advance more quickly. See advancements, page 50. So for example, it says, if you have Insight training, when you train Insight during downtime, you mark 2 XP on the Insight track instead of just 1. If you have Playbook training, you mark 2 XP on your Playbook XP track when you train. Okay, so those big bars that you see next to Insight, Prowess, and Resolve, that's your training track. When it fills, that's when you can choose to upgrade one of the corresponding categories below by 1 tick.
Right, okay.
So, for example, you have to have Insight training in order to gain more than 1 XP in it. So I'll take a look at the advancement, see if it explains that. Okay. Each player keeps track of the experience points that their character earns. During the game session, you mark XP by making a desperate action roll and mark 1 XP in the attribute for the action you rolled. For example, if you rolled a desperate scrap action, you mark XP in Prowess. When you roll for a group action that's desperate, also mark that XP. At the end of the session...
Yeah, we didn't have any.
Yeah, you didn't have any. At the end of the session, you review the XP triggers on your sheet. For each one, you mark 1 XP, either playbook or attribute, if it happened at all, or mark 2 XP if it happened a lot. The XP triggers are playbook specific. So, for example, the muscles is address a challenge with force or threats. Okay, here we go. So your playbook allows you to gain XP.
Yeah, it's written on your character sheet. Yeah, right
so
here.
XP.
Where mark XP.
Here we go. So playbook advancement. We'll go step by step. So Spike for you. You didn't do a desperate action, so skipping that.
Yeah.
At the end of each session, for each item below, mark 1 XP in your playbook or attribute, or 2 XP if the item occurred multiple times. So for you, you address a tough challenge with force or threats. So during this session,
I punched out the.
You definitely punched out a guy, so you gain 1 XP from that.
Yeah.
And one more if it repeats.
And one more.
And what? That goes in my prowess box. Yeah.
I think it goes in the XP right above playbook advancement.
Yeah. So bottom left. Mark XP. Playbook advancement. You got 1 tick in that.
Hang on, I'm not sure where I am. I'm not seeing it.
It says you can put it in your playbook or an attribute, so you can choose.
Okay, yeah. So you can choose where to place that. You can put it in the playbook advancement, or put that XP into what you use. So in this case, you could put it in playbook, or you put it under prowess.
I'm going to put it in prowess. Yeah, I'd rather. I want to get skulled.
I'll do the same for me.
You expressed your beliefs, Drawers, heritage, or background.
Smex, if I did the Bornico Syndicate for, trying to pull out a crazy haste, would I get 1 XP for that?
Crazy haste? What do you mean?
I mean, if I try to like rob on an exotic way, would that count for Bornico Syndicate for the
Rob in a specific
beliefs
way?
or something? I'm not sure.
Not really. No, I don't think that would apply.
Yeah, okay.
Like I'll take a look at your character sheet as well here, because you might have different ones.
Yeah, Bornico Syndicate
Yeah, here we are.
background.
So for playbook advancement, at the end of the session, you address the tough challenge with technical skill or ingenuity. You did
Yeah,
hack,
that did
so
it
that
twice. Yeah.
counts. You've tried it 3 times. You only succeeded. You succeeded like once. Well, second time you succeeded at a consequence. Third time you failed. So.
Well, it's just addressing the challenge, yeah?
Yeah.
You addressed the tough challenge with technical skill or ingenuity. So you've hacked multiple times. I would say you counted that twice. I'll allow you to count that twice.
Yeah.
And then you expressed.
Yeah, if it happened more than once, no matter how many, it just counts as 2.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. And then for your character, Silas, your specials are tough challenge with speed or flair.
I did that twice, technically. I did 2 pilot checks.
Yes, I'll allow you to do twice
And
for that.
Okay, cool. I was going to say, they were both 6s, so that's flair, yeah?
Also, I will also mention to you, Spike, you did do that dumpster thing, so I'll allow you to get another XP for that.
Okay.
Yeah. So each of you guys should have at least 2 XP that you've gained in this one session to put towards either your playbook or whatever it would have applied to.
Yeah.
Either insight, prowess, or resolve. So you should have 2 points in prowess for you, Spike.
Yes.
And then Leonardo, you should have 2 in your hacking area. So that would be 2
Yep,
insight
I did.
for you. And then for the pilot, that would be 2 in prowess for you. Cool. That works. So we got the XP taken care of.
That's hell. Yeah.
And you guys.
Yes, Max, but you also have for each of the items below, in case they are checked. So, they count as a separate entity.
The account is a separate entity? What do you mean account?
Yeah, for each item below, you can mark 1 or 2 XP. So you go for the first one, for the second one, and for the third one. If you check the boxes, that would count as you did that.
Let's see here. No, we did it right. Yeah. So you guys don't have anything in your playbooks. You should only have it in your spots for the counting. So that was done correctly. Also, Leonardo, you should have no stress. No one should have any stress in their boxes right now. I'm setting
cleared.
that. And then next time we deal with the stress situation, we will do it the proper way. So basically, you will end up taking stress regardless, if you fail, regardless. And you may also be taking harm in addition to the stress. I don't know if you were here, but your stress bar is basically your life bar. If your stress is maxed out, you are either dead or incapacitated.
But if your stress maxes out, you gain a trauma, don't you?
Yes, and if you max out your stress and you take another damage, you will take a permanent trauma.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
He's got his thing here. You expressed your beliefs drives heritage or background.
Yeah, that was what I was saying. Like,
And it's just
each
like,
one of these items
what does that
is
look like?
considered.
Yeah, beliefs, drives, heritage, or background. What drives you? what your beliefs are.
So we've got background in military, former combat medic. Heritage is space, born on a space station. I don't see anything
Yeah.
about beliefs or drives. I'm not sure how you express them.
Yeah,
I think you
it's
just have to
very
do that in
abstract
RP, I think.
when it comes to that.
Yeah. Yeah, and you struggled with
Like,
this.
you just need a situation that arises where somebody says, "Oh, we need to do X, Y, or Z," and then you say that goes against my beliefs, or something.
Yeah, and you do things in accordance to your beliefs. So yeah.
And it's something that you and I could discuss while it's happening, whether or not it would apply. Because it seems to me that we have to keep track of this during the session, not try to remember after, because that just makes it more difficult. So we have to be very wary of, like, in this situation, would XP apply to this? And if it does, what will we mark because it triggers this thing? And then
we can do it from next game on.
This is like an RP thing. So if you guys RP well, you get rewarded with XP for doing that.
Mm-hmm.
So
okay.
kind of like you want to lean into your character as much as you can and like kind of flesh them out. It's like what their motivations are, what drives them. It's like you're almost doing like a drama class in high school. You're like, how do I become this character? What do they like to do?
Can't wait until we start performing Shakespeare live.
Right.
Waiting for Didi to appear.
She can help you guys warm up your acting muscles for sure.
Yay!
Oh, yay.
She's the professional. Well, I think Didi's gonna like it a lot. She's gonna be pretty ecstatic. Like, oh my god, I actually get to roleplay heavy and I get rewarded for it. Shit, it's gonna be great.
I was gonna make the joke the entire time that her character's just been on like a 2-day binge nap. We've left her alone in the crew quarters.
She's on a pilgrimage.
Yeah. She's probably meditating with the plants or whatever.
Yeah.
I think the way guys are, nature oriented.
Yeah. Well, I think that was a good first session to test out. I hope you guys had fun.
Yeah.
It was a pretty short one, but we kind of have to flesh out like all the mechanics of this too as we go along. So, kind of worked out that way anyway. So.
Yeah, it will be great when we get to know it better.
To be honest.
Yeah, say next time we should probably try getting in a fight or something. Scrambling and skulking is not our style.
Yeah. Well, I'm bad at fights, so I'm the support guy.
Oh, that's fair.
I'll shoot them from above.
Yep. I'll talk to Didi as the week comes along. She hasn't uploaded her character yet, so her and I got to work on that right away before next session, and then we can go from there. She did say she'd be available next weekend, most likely, so that's good. I just got to figure out a time during the week where her and I can get together and flesh out her character, get her background, and we can let you know how she met all of you guys and decided to work with you instead of some other crew.
All right. We do also the downtime.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh,
yeah. I was about to ask. We do the downtime on the start of the next session.
No, we already took care of that.
We've just done it.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll do it next time. It might take a while.
Like I said,
you
you don't have to worry about
thing?
the downtime. There's only two things you need to do: the training and
don't I have time
vice.
to build stuff because I'm like the mechanic guy?
Okay, yeah, we can talk about that at the beginning of next session if that's
Okay,
but
sure.
As far as I could tell in the book, it literally just says you either are training. Or
Yeah, but for some of my stuff, it says I
need.
need to if I'm doing crafting, I need to do it in the downtime. So that's what I'm asking.
Okay, crafting. Yeah, we can deal with that at the beginning of next session then.
Okay,
So
I'll
instead
read
of
it up and.
You don't train, you craft because you're the mechanic. That's your specialty.
Yeah, well, we'll see how it works.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
Sounds good.
One last question.
Yeah.
Do we have a name for the crew yet?
Nope.
Did anything happen that? No, that's best. Okay, we'll just leave that. Just wondering in case somebody said, "Oh yes, we did this." So.
Yeah, you'll slowly gain a reputation, and then we can take it from there. If you
Yeah.
want. Yeah, I could just call you guys insert
Unknown
here.
vessel. Yeah.
Hmm.
Maybe I
Did
should
we-
have been looking up ship names, but that probably would be
We still have thought we should name either way.
I think he
The Adventures of the Persephone.
I really like the Black Betty.
The Adventures
I
of
kind of
Black
like it
Betty.
too.
we could go historical and say it's the Argo.
Yeah, I like that one too.
The what?
The Argo.
Or the Argo. Like the
Oh, the
Argonauts.
Blimey.
Yeah, that could work too. Yeah, you guys got a whole week to think on it, so yeah. Just
Yeah.
spitball some ideas in the chat and see what you guys come up with. But yeah, I think we are good for now, unless there's any other questions.
No.
Yeah, good.
All right, cool. Well, we shall reconvene next Sunday, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend.
Yep, same to you.
Thanks to you
Yep.
guys as well.
And you?
Have a
Yeah,
good one.
good night.
Right.
See you.
Okay.
Night.
Bye.
Bye.